Welcome back to the Washita Sports Digital Network at Sunny Cluck Field, where your Washita Baptist Tigers prepare to take on the Rogers State Hillkrauts in non-conference play. My name is Phil Bird, and I'll be your play-by-play commentator this evening. I'm joined by my color commentator, Alfonso Gonzalez Gomez here. The Tigers are currently 1-1, with their last game being a win against Midwestern State University 3-2 on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Hillcats are 0-1, with their last game being a draw against UT Dallas. Alfonso, on Sunday, the Tigers started really slow, finding their footing a little bit in the second half. Should we expect to see something similar today as they, kind of start to get some experience going?
Yeah, Phil. I mean, we saw it on Sunday. Obviously, the Tigers did not get to their best start, but obviously, this is a very talented team who has a winning mindset, and they were able to rally back behind some talent. Obviously, Olivia Erskine and McKenna Wright getting on the score sheet there and making sure the Tigers got their 3-2 victory on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely, and you had some really, really exciting players in there. You mentioned Olivia Erskine, who had 2 goals, and do you think that can kind of be somebody who can replace that void kind of left by Tegan Yowzy last season? Washita's trying to find somebody that can score as well as she did. Do you think Erskine could be somebody that could fit that mold as we see this season continue?
I think Erskine is a very talented player, but she kind of feels more defensive responsibility. Obviously, she moves up the level and has as much talent as somebody such as Yowzy, but I wouldn't really count on her to be scoring multiple goals in the game per se, but obviously a very talented player, brings a lot to their midfield, and I think somebody that I would keep an eye on in terms of goal scoring would be McKenna Wright. Obviously, she got the game-winning goal on Sunday. She's a very talented winger. We've seen her kind of have her first season of college soccer now, entering into her second, something of a strive going on, and just can't wait to see her on the field now.
So we've gotten to see these Tigers play 2 times now. We've gotten to see a little bit of how they might begin to play this season. I know we're still very early. We're in non-conference play. But so far, Tigers only took 11 shots so far this season. Meanwhile, Rogers State has only taken 15. In comparison, as far as saves goes, Taylor Hapgood has had 10 saves on the season. Meanwhile, Kalis Butts for this Rogers State team has had 23 saves in 2 games so far this season. So the very, very defensive-minded teams, but teams that get a lot of possible shots off. So what do you think of that coming into this game? Do you expect to see more of the same, or maybe a different type of play style?
Well, both of these teams, from what I've seen, want to press up high, want to get their players forward, and obviously with that comes an expectation that in the back, your defensive players are going to have more individual characteristics to rely on, such as Hapgood, who had to have a great game the other day, but we'll let the national anthem go for now.
And there we go, folks. That's the national anthem for you. So we have some new freshmen on this team. We've talked a little bit about how they, are still getting the experience of playing together, getting some chemistry. I see 2 freshmen on this starting lineup here. Kaylee McKinley out of Hendrickson and then Bree Lilly out of Weatherford, Texas, respectively. Both of them got some good playing time in our game Sunday that we got to see, 50 games at least apiece. We saw some other freshmen get in. Is there any freshmen specifically, or just new players, maybe transfers, that you are excited to see, you think could bring in big impact to this game?
Yeah, Phil, I mean, I think somebody to look out for on this Tiger starting lineup is Lennon Porter. We unfortunately did not get to see her on Sunday, but she's coming in from a big D1 school. She's going to get her first official minutes now, I believe, with the Tigers. Very talented midfielder. I'm excited to see kind of what she brings to the table, especially with Erskine, who obviously we've seen handle a little bit more of the box-to-box responsibilities. I'm curious to see if maybe Coach Wright is going to let Porter kind of be the creative outlet towards the final third.
Absolutely, and we see a few more players on this lineup that are newer. Selah Havens, we saw get in for a little over 40 minutes on Sunday, make a big defensive impact and just bring a lot of energy. So yeah, we have a lot of good newer players on this team, and as far as chemistry goes, we saw Sunday it took them a few minutes maybe to get their footing, to get used to playing with each other. Do you think it's only up from here? How do you think their chemistry is going to continue to grow throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, Phil, we saw it throughout the game on Sunday. Obviously, the first 15 minutes were very different than the last 15 minutes in terms of how the team played, in terms of their identity on the field, how they manage certain situations. I think something that's important for Coach Wright is to constantly be on top of his players and expecting and demanding them to kind of like get stuck in and get into the playing style that Coach Wright has solidified this Tigers program over the last couple years.
Absolutely, and when we look a little bit at Rogers State as well, Rogers State obviously from Oklahoma, and we're seeing a lot of defensive high playing strategy like we talked about earlier. What can the Tigers do to try and exploit that maybe a little bit?
I think because both teams want to play in a similar fashion of, throwing numbers forward, trying to press the other team, I think what's important for the Tigers is to kind of outplay their opponents in that sense. So try to, from the beginning, set that tempo, set the tone in the sense of saying, like, this is our field, we're going to play the way we want to play. We don't care how you want to play. And then obviously something to look out for is when the Rogers State Wildcats want to go onto the counterattack, to have their back four be united, be kind of on the lookout for that, to snuff out attacks and make sure that Tigers are constantly in the final third, because I believe that that's when they play their best soccer.
And on the other side as well, what are some weaknesses that can come from the Tigers and the Hillcats both having such similar play styles and being so similar in the way that they're playing?
Weaknesses I can't really say right off the bat, but I would imagine that something that's to be expected in this game might be some goals, at least a lot of shots created and a lot of back and forth attacking soccer today.
Hopefully we will get to see that, as already we're going to see the Tigers knock a ball out of the goal line, and we're going to see a Rogers State Hillcat corner kick here. Hillcats have not taken very many set pieces so far this season. However, we'll see if they can convert here. And the ball goes up and is punched away but not cleared quite far. A shot blocked by the Tigers, and the Tigers are going to go the other way. Now a quick counterattack and great defensive play by the Hillcats to get the ball back and not allow a long attack. However, the Tigers are going to make an interception quickly after a poor touch, and this could be a good attack here for the Tigers. Tigers now a bit sloppy play in the box as Hillcats managed to get an interception. Ball's not quite cleared away yet. Still lingering around in Hillcat territory. It's going to be knocked out of bounds now, and the Tigers are going to get a throw in. Good opportunity here.
And what did I tell you, Phil? We already saw 2 attacks, and it's barely been 2 minutes, and we've seen, the ball go from one end of the field all the way to the other. So, these two teams want to play very offensive football, and I think we're in for a very entertaining match today.
Absolutely, and you wonder if you see the quick attacks on both sides, very aggressive play, but it can be really tiring as well. Do you think we'll see this pace continue the entire game, or maybe after a few attacks slow down a little bit?
Yeah, Phil, I mean, I'm not sure about Rogers State, but something that I've seen from the Tigers over the last couple seasons is that, Coach Wright always likes to have a very deep bench, and he trusts his players coming off and subbing on. So I would imagine that the pace kind of stays the same from the Tigers, or at least is expected to stay the same. So, yeah, that just comes from the players that are subbing on.
And as we see, a handball from Rogers State is going to lead to a set piece for the Tigers in a good position. They're going to get a good cross off to the middle. It's going to end up actually being a direct shot saved, however, by Kalis Butts here today.
Savitere there trying to find Butts kind of by surprise there. I kind of thought she was going to cross the ball, but, she decides to go in and have a crack at it.
Quite far out for a good shot, but it did its job. It caught her by surprise, and it's interesting shots like that. That's the reason that Savitere gets to take those free kicks from that distance. As we see now, Rogers State with the ball in there, attacking third. Not doing much attacking, however, passing the ball around a little bit. Tigers with a good block out of bounds, and Rogers State are going to have the ball now again. Messing around in the corner here, trying to work their way around the Ouachita defenders. They get a good cross over into the middle of the box, but it's half cleared away by the Tigers, and Tigers now have the ball. They don't have the numbers, but they're going to try to go for a counterattack. Good job by the Hillcats to keep them from breaking through that back line there. Hillcats now working the ball around the back, taking their time here, not being pressured or controlling the game by any means. Just passing along their back line. Tigers now coming up with some pressure. I think that's probably what the Hillcats are hoping for, at least. Hillcats now with a good cross up, and that through ball is going to lead right into the corner. Hillcats now with a good crossover, and it's going to be blocked by the Tigers. Not clearly away yet, and still some confusion. However, the Tigers are going to get the ball away, and a tough block here from the Hillcats is going to lead to a foul and a Tiger set piece right about midfield.
Yeah, Phil, and something that we saw from that last play was that when the Tigers are willing to sit back a little bit and sort of that mid-block formation and aren't really too invested in hurrying up the Rogers State Hillcats, at least their center backs, these center backs have the quality to pick out a pass and trying to attack them through the wings.
Yeah, and that was a really good job by the Hillcats to be patient as well and wait for an opportunity to present itself to make a good attack. They got a good cross off there, but Tigers now with the ball, passing around the middle third of the field, trying to break through into an attacking. Not quite going to work, and it's going to be deflected off of a Hillcats defender. It's going to go out of bounds for a Tiger throw-in here. Both teams definitely playing a very counter-attack type of ball here. Tigers doing a good job of maintaining a little more possession than they did this last game, only getting about 40%. But neither of these teams plays with very high possession necessarily, so.
Yeah, sometimes in college soccer, because you have such a physical aspect to the game, sometimes that technical aspect is kind of lacking for some teams. And so some teams kind of dedicate themselves to, we'll get the most amount of chances as possible, but we don't really care too much about keeping the ball.
Now we see Hillcats working their way around the back. Tigers with a nice mid-press here. Going in front of goal here. Tigers with a good press on the goalkeeper, and they're going to keep pushing. Hillcats seeing that's an opportunity to run. They're going to try and get an advantage. Tigers' back line does a good job of keeping stiffened together, and Hillcats making progress. Working up to the top of the box with a good shot. It's going to go high and out of bounds for a Taylor Hapgood goal kick here. It was a good series of plays, very clean by the Hillcats, but it didn't end up with the best shot opportunity. In general, though, good clean play. None of the sloppiness that we saw on Sunday from either team.
Yeah, I mean, Phil, the more games we get into the season, the more these teams just start to connect with each other a little bit better, understand their movements, and obviously the first game we see this season will probably be incomparable to the last, in terms of chemistry and moving and that sort of thing.
Absolutely, and we saw the Tigers kind of find a bit of control in the chaos in that game as well, as we see a good crossover by the Hillcats, and it's not going to be cleared away just yet. Hillcats still with the ball. They're going to pass it around to their back line, and Tigers have mitigated the threat for now, but it's coming back on the counterattack. It's going to be knocked out by the Tigers for a Hillcat throw in here. Hillcats now working the ball up the side. Tigers with the numbers advantage. They do a good job of parking the bus there and clearing the ball out of bounds. It's going to be, actually, I think it's going to be a foul on the Hillcats, going to lead to a Tiger free kick here.
Yeah, Phil, and something that we've noticed right here in the last 2 times the Hillcats have had the ball, on one time the Tigers kind of gave them some space, let the center backs play a little bit, and because they're talented, they found a pass. And then on the second play, maybe they rushed them in maybe not so coordinated effort, and the Hillcats were able to also play out. So I think that's something that the Tigers need to be looking out for. So when they initiate the press, when they choose to go, to make sure the whole team is kind of on the same page, so that there's no easy outs for Rogers State.
And you see the Hillcats kind of waiting back here. They've done this the last few possessions, and they're waiting for a press. It almost seems like they're waiting for the Tigers to take the bait so they can make a good forward, aggressive attack. What should the Tigers do about this here?
Honestly, Phil, I feel like most of the responsibility for when the press initiates kind of falls on Kaylee McKinley, obviously a freshman, but still entrusted by Coach Wright to lead this line. And it's really on her as to when the team wants to go and when the team kind of chooses to stay.
Big responsibilities for a freshman, but she's demonstrated some good experience with it so far. But definitely needs to keep an eye out for that counterattack. Great press there on the goalkeeper from the Tigers. Are going to lead to a good counterattack here. Bad touch on the ball almost leads to an interception, but not quite. Tigers now with a good counter, working their way around the corner, crosses into the box, and it's going to go just over and out of bounds behind the goal line for a Rogers State goal kick here. That was a good play around, maybe an overhit ball at the end, but generally very, very clean play and great teamwork. I love seeing early in the season when we see these teams begin to click with each other. And this game obviously has been a lot cleaner all the way through than we saw in the first 15 minutes on Sunday.
Yeah, Phil, and we saw that sort of teamwork right there between McKenna Wright and Isabella Sabater. Obviously, McKenna Wright goes for the press. Sabater recognizes that and accompanies her and makes sure that the Hillcats don't really have an easy option out. And
great interception there by the Tigers, number 16, Amory Thomas, my apologies. And the Tigers now trying to go for a 1v1. Good job by Rogers State to kind of get a tackle in there. It looks like it's going to be called a foul, however. Some Rogers State fans on the bench not quite happy about that. However, it looks like we're going to see a Tiger free kick here no matter.
A decent area, and we've seen Sahara Adams, she's been quite the specialist from these deeper free kicks for the Tigers.
And we see a great far kick there. It's going to be headed up in the air, and the Tigers are still going to maintain control. Going to be kind of kicked away right into the hands of Butts here for the Hillcats. Butts now taking her time again, and we've seen, you keep seeing them just wait for this press, and Butts is going to continue to go out and play as far up as she wants, really. We see now a great clear away, and it's going to go out of bounds on the Hillcats. Tigers now with possession.
Yeah, Phil, the way that the Tigers are kind of set up right here is, they'll invite that long throw by the Hillcats, and, it's almost as if they're saying, all right, test me in, and, we trust our center backs to win those first balls and, initiate the counter press.
And trust is a good word you used there. Coach Wright has been in the GAC for 15 years, and this is one of the youngest teams that he's gotten to see as the ball is going to get kicked behind our press box and far out of the gates. Now, but like we were saying, Coach has seen quite a few teams, and his ability to trust a freshman or people as inexperienced as maybe Kaylee McKinley to make decisions on the front line and trust his center backs to continue to make the correct decisions just kind of goes to show how confident he is in this team. And if he's confident in this team, who am I to be not confident? Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got more experience than us. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Hillcats now with a good throw-in opportunity. They're going to work their way up the line. Try to work into the corner. Great tackle by the Tigers. It's going to be knocked out for another Rogers State throw-in here.
Adams there showing excellent grit to get a foot in on that tackle. Almost got turned by her attacker, but, sometimes that's what you want out of your center back, to never give up, to always be willing to stick a foot in.
Great precision and grit there by Adams, absolutely. Then we see Hillcats with a throw-in. They're going to take a short one, pass it back to the thrower, and it's going to slip up there for a goal kick for the Tigers here. Tigers now taking their time on a goal kick, trying to make sure the field is as advantageous to them as possible. Hapgood now getting her breath. Tigers take the kick, and Hillcats get possession. Neither team really able to get a good grip on this here. Tigers are doing the best, however, Hillcats keep switching possession back and forth. We're seeing kind of a juggling contest here in the middle as finally we see ball get knocked out, and Hillcats are going to try and recover with it. Tigers doing a really good job pressing high today and just putting pressure as much as possible when needed on the Hillcats. Hillcats now with a counterattack. Great through ball right past the Tigers defenders, and it's going to be a good shot opportunity. However, it's going to go a little bit wide and to the right, and Hapgood won't even have to move.
And that's the moments that the Tigers need to be on the lookout for. Obviously they established a little bit of possession, and then, they're all bombing towards the final third, and then all of a sudden loose touch, and then they're on their way running back. And, for the back line, that needs to mean that they're well organized and they can pick out like certain transitions for the Hillcats.
Seems physically the Tigers might have a slight advantage over the Hillcats here. However, when it comes to strategy, the Hillcats are really doing a good job of trying to take advantage of anything the Tigers might give them, and so the Tigers really are going to have to focus and hone in on that side as well. Tigers now with a throw-in. Going to go short. Going to be knocked out again by the Hillcats. It's once again going to be a Tiger throw-in. And it will be Thomas with the ball again. Now we see Tigers. A little confusion in the box is going to lead to a recollection and a counter again. Tigers now trying to work their way up. It's going to be mishit a little bit too hard of a touch and hit back for a free kick. Sorry, a goal kick for the Hillcats. Very slow play these last few possessions. Neither team really getting the hardest grip. The Tigers obviously getting a good handle for a little bit, but
I would say now, like, the most advantageous place for the Tigers right now is when the Hillcats have a goal kick. They've done a really good job of pressing them up high and not making anything easy for them.
Absolutely, and it seems on that counter, that's when the Tigers are doing their best. Tigers now trying to work their way into the middle, doing a good job of getting past defenders, and Hillcats just too much for the Tigers. They're going to try and work their way past. There's a number disadvantage for the Hillcats, but they're going to go for it, try and get it around, and they're not going to quite do it. Thomas with a good kick out, And it's going to be a Hillcats goal kick, give the Tigers some time to recover.
Amory Thomas there showing off great endurance and speed. Obviously, we saw her only a minute ago on the right-hand side of the field, obviously going back all the way to defend that counterattack. Very well done by her.
And Tigers do a great job in their positioning to allow that flexibility for their wingers to just run the full distance of the field whenever they need to, and that's testament to Coach Wright there. It's going to be knocked out for a Hapgood goal kick again. Hapgood with having to be less active between the sticks than she was on Sunday. Less shot opportunities so far than we've seen before, but that's not unexpected. We knew that Rogers State has only taken 15 shots all season. So definitely a slower play style from both teams here so far. Hapgood with a goal kick. It's going to be tossed around in the air by the Tigers, and for quite a while tossed around in the air. And now Hillcats going back to their goalkeeper, and Hillcats seem to be working everything through Butts there. Great pressure by the Tigers to really blind Butts and not allow her to really get a good kickoff. Tigers now trying to fight for possession. Great through pass there to keep the ball inbounds from the Hillcats. It's going to be knocked out by the Tigers, and Hillcats in good position now with a throw-in.
Tigers there showing off great press. Obviously, after one number goes another, and then ultimately Hillcats still get a through ball in, but center backs are there to comfortably kick it out and to let the team reshape.
Absolutely, and now we see the Tigers a bit more organized play on the defense here. Thomas here with a good play. Hard defense there. It looks like we're going to see a free kick for the Tigers. Thankfully, Thomas seems to be okay there, but a tough tackle there.
Yeah, King there just getting in there a little bit late and a little bit too rough for the ref. Thomas does a good job of shielding the ball with her body.
Tigers now with a free kick. Discussing with the ref, apparently. Now we see the Tigers. It goes up. Gonna be knocked slightly out of bounds for a Hillcats free kick. Bit of a mistouch on that ball there leads to a different possession. Hillcats now trying to maintain some type of possession, keep the ball inbounds. Tigers doing a good job of getting them off their composure as quickly as possible. A bit confusion there as to who the ball belonged to, but it looks like it's going to be a Hillcats throw-in.
Hannah, be a little higher now. Hannah, a little higher.
Hillcats working their way through the middle. It's not going to be hard enough, and Hapgood is going to fall right onto it. Hapgood now surveying the field. She gets a good free kick off. It's going to lie in between two players here. My apologies. It's going to end up being a handball on the Hillcats and a Tiger free kick at about midfield.
Yeah, Hannah Schultz there just going up and contesting for the ball, but fortunately just slaps her right on the wrist, and Tigers get a free kick here.
Neither team able to really get any momentum on their side these last roughly 10 minutes of the game, as we've seen just constant attacks from both teams and neither really going anywhere or being very fruitful. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rogers State here, and it's going to be a corner for the Tigers. Their first of the game.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate here in the opening minutes. But the Tigers doing well to take advantage of their set pieces, obviously getting a few dangerous opportunities in the first 10 minutes. We'll see Sabater, just try her best to get her teammates in a good position now.
And the corner goes up. Sabater going to the back corner. Great shot opportunity. It's going to be barely blocked by Rogers State back here, and looks like we're going to see another corner for the Tigers.
Great connection there from Sabater, the Brown, finding her on that back post. Brown just barely getting it across the face of goal. Rogers State defenders just getting bodies in the way and ultimately letting it out for another corner kick.
Absolutely. As we see Rogers State just crowding the box here, Tigers wide open at the corners of the penalty. Making their runs now. It's going to go behind goal for a Rogers State goal kick here. Just a slight mishit on that. Looks like she was going for the back post again, but we'll see a Butts free kick.
And Rogers here pretty dedicated to keeping possession out the back. They're not sending anything long today.
And Rogers being very, very careful to not make any mistakes here, and Tigers utilizing whatever ones they do, but Rogers has been very, very clean. They're acutely aware of what mistakes they may make and trying to avoid them at all possible. Tigers now with a good tackle here. A shot opportunity. It's not going to be quite hit hard enough, and Butts is going to easily get on it. She's going to go for a quick counter against trying to get the ball out. Hill State now. Tigers with a hard tackle here, and she's going to still get all ball, and she's going to go again and end up with a foul.
Porter there showing her talents on both sides of the ball. Obviously, she was the one to get the shot off. Obviously, she shows a good bit of footwork there to create some space and get the shot. And then, obviously, incredible work rate to get back down and, at least contest in the midfield for some possession.
Hillcats showing some aggression here. Going for a 1v1 up to the corner. She's looking for the cross in, and it's good block by Thomas there to knock the ball out of bounds for another Rogers State throw in. Great awareness there by Thomas.
Thomas there obviously doing what she does best, just winning those 1v1 defensive situations there on the wing.
And it's going to go slightly to the right of the goal, the shot from Rogers State, and we'll see another goal kick from the Tigers. Quite a few shot opportunities or attempts from Rogers State here. Not a lot of them coming near Hapgood, however.
Tigers obviously have been threatened a bit defensively, but ultimately haven't had much to do, especially for Hapgood.
And looks like we're going to see a short water break. And as we see that, we will also take a break from you as well. You're watching the Washita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
welcome back to Cluck Field, where we're watching your Washita Tigers take on the Rogers State University Hillcats. Right now we're about halfway through the first half, and our game is tied at 0 apiece. So far we've seen quite aggressive play from both teams, but neither able to quite break through very often. Rogers State, however, playing a little sloppy here. 6 fouls to the Tigers' 1 so far this game. You think that foul differential could be a disadvantage as this game continues to go on, and you know, the Hillcats continue to give up free possessions there?
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a big part of it because, you know, obviously most of those fouls have come from the Rogers State midfield. I would say that the Tigers need to take advantage of that and, you know, obviously work on their set piece opportunities and take the fullest advantage that they can from those.
And great job by Hapgood with a corner, with a block in the corner of the goal, and Rogers State Hillcats, my apologies, with a great opportunity, just not able to get their foot quite under the ball, and it's going to be knocked out for a corner. That was a great opportunity. It sort of feels like a wasted moment there for the Hillcats, who really had a chance to capitalize on that there, that mistake by Hapgood.
Yeah, and obviously that's been the most dangerous play of the game so far. You know, Rogers coming in off the water break, you know, looking to impose themselves on the game.
The Hillcats with the corner kick now. Going to go right across to the back, and it's great shot opportunity and good job by the Tigers to be aware and block it. That was going right across the face of the goalkeeper, and I don't think she would have been able to get to it had it gotten all the way to the goal. So great job by the Tigers defenders, and it's going to be cleared away. Not quite all the way away, as Hillcats still maintain possession and trying to work their way up to a counter again. We've seen 2 really aggressive attacks already from Hillcats, and it looks like they're going to go again as Tigers with a good clearance, but can't quite get the ball out of the Hillcats' hands. Hillcats now with a great job working their way around the corner, and Tigers once again with a good clearance. We're just seeing time and time again this Tigers cleared away, and Hillcats are just going right back at them here.
Yeah, and the Tigers there still looking like they just got out the water break. Obviously, almost concede 2 chances back-to-back. Hillcats coming in very strongly. Fortunately, some last-minute defending for the Tigers keeps us 0-0 so far.
And Tigers finally getting a handle on the ball and slowing down a bit. They're not going to be able to quite get good possession here, but the Hillcats are going to get an opportunity to knock the ball out, and it looks like we're going to see a substitution here for the Tigers. Coming in, number 29, Maddie Banker, the freshman from Bridgeland, Texas. Coming out, it looks like it's going to be number 15, Kaylee McKinley, also a freshman out of Hendrickson, Texas. So we see a little freshman for freshman swap there as the Tigers continue to get some experience for the young players.
Yeah, and obviously both of these players entrusted with the number 9 role, you know, leading the front line, looking to score goals, looking to hold up the ball for their teammates. Very strong responsibilities for 2 freshmen. And, you know, so far I'd say that they've kept the quality up and, you know, maintained a good level for the team.
Absolutely. As Rogers now, good opportunity in midfield, trying to work around the sides. Not going to quite get a good enough handle on it, though. Tigers with a good clearance, and now Tigers have possession in their back third of the field. Good Hill State defense leads to a bit of a scruffle there, but Tigers finally get out with the possession, and now they're going to try and work their way around the field to the other side.
Already seeing the ball move through Benker, who drops into midfield and picks up that ball. We've seen her have incredible technical ability to just hold up the ball against players that are maybe a little bit bigger than her.
Great job by Banker to let the ball work through her and not to her. Really great ultimate football there played. Cleared away by Rogers now, with at least a near clearance now. Rogers with good possession. Trying to make a decision about what to do. They're passing it amongst themselves. Tigers with some good pressure here, trying to make them make quick decisions, and they're going to dump it off to their goalkeeper, who's going to sit back and relax for a second here.
Dunnigan there, excellent tracking down through the midfield to delay the attack, just let her team get into position.
Hillcats now, the ball in midfield. Tigers with still good pressure and a great interception there to keep a good pass from going through. And Rogers trying to get their foot on that ball, just can't get a reach, and Tigers are going to get it out of bounds for a throw-in. Tigers now with possession, happy to sit back for a second and gain their composure. Rogers now with a counter. They don't have the numbers, but they have some good spacing here as Rogers trying to work their way through the back line. Tigers force a poor shot selection by Rogers, and Hapgood easily able to get her hands on it.
Rogers State there doing a good job through the midfield to dribble through and get that shot off ultimately. Very well done by the Hillcats.
Rogers State now with possession again off of a poor header by the Tigers, but it's going to be cleared away quickly, and neither team able to quite get full hold on possession here. No immediate danger, but not quite out of it. Tigers miss the connection there, and we're going to see a throw in for the Hillcats, and quite a large number of substitutions here coming in for the Tigers. We see Tracy Smith at number 7. We see Patience English. We see Carly Visor coming in, and then we see Bella Davis all coming in for the Tigers.
And these players might be more important than the players who started on the field. Obviously, both teams putting out their most talented 11 to begin the game, but obviously met at a stalemate. Now it's up to these substitutions to really end the game strong and figure out who's going to be taking the lead into halftime.
Tigers really trying to bring in some energy as they close this half off. Only about just under 15 minutes left here, as we see some confusion between referees before the game resumes play. Looks like now Hillcats with the go-ahead to go. Harsh possession in the corner there is going to lead to a good cross in from the Hillcats, but the Tigers are going to get a half clearance off. Great hesitation shot there by the Hillcats, leads to a almost open shot, but great job by Tigers defenders of cleaning up there.
And obviously, Phil, we see the Tigers subbing in basically their entire front line, giving those girls a rest, because obviously in the system in which the Tigers kind of play in with this high press, their wingers and strikers are entrusted to do a lot of defending, a lot of up and back. That can be very physically taxing, so you want to keep those legs fresh so that the system can keep working.
And almost as if on cue, we see Brooklyn Babb being subbed in just to demonstrate your point, as the Tigers do a good job getting an interception there around midfield, and they're going to try and push their way back up. Hill State, or my apologies, the Hillcats doing a good job of keeping the pressure high. They've done this since we came back from the water break, and now finally Tigers getting an opportunity to break through. Tigers with great spacing and control over the field here as they try to get a break through this back line. They can't quite get it yet, but they're going to work their way around to the side. And it's going to be a tough play from Rogers State, but a tackle gone out of bounds will lead to a Tiger throw-in near the corner here.
Tigers there doing well to play despite the Rogers State pressure. Tigers really showing off their technical ability and their confidence in playing out the back there.
Great job of the Tigers taking advantage of the pressure from Hill State to really break through in a counterattack. Thomas now. Tigers trying to cross into the middle. Great job by Hill State, by the Hillcats to clear the ball halfway at least. Tigers now with the ball again. And they're not going to quite get a good opportunity here. Looks like we're going to see it go out of bounds off the Tigers for a goal kick for Rogers State.
Patience English there doing a great job to try and cut byline. Try to get the cross off. Obviously was intercepted by one of the Rogers State defenders. But great work there. Obviously, she's a little unhappy to not get the corner kick out, but great play regardless.
Tigers now pulling the pressure high on on the Hillcats. Not quite able to get a clear shot past the pressure, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Tigers for a Hillcat throw in here. It's a good job by the Tigers to not give them any easy possession and really put some pressure on the team. It looks like we're going to see another substitution for the Hillcats this time coming in, Taylor Colmo. Hillcats now with the ball. Butts trying to work her way around the middle. Goes to the side. Great pressure by the Tigers. Keeps them from getting a clear handle on the ball. And the Tigers really playing an aggressive pressure game here and just not giving any easy goals for Rogers State. And it really impresses me the amount of conditioning that we see from the Tigers here. You know, their ability to continue to press like this for so far a full 35 minutes of this game is really quite impressive.
Yeah, and obviously the substitutions, you know, coming in, recognizing that they only have 15 minutes to really show and make an impact on the game, they're up in the quality as well.
So as we see another throw in for the Tigers, we're going to take it short again, and neither team really playing at too fast of a pace, but both teams playing really aggressive defensively. Great job by Hillcats to get an interception there and clear the ball at least half away. No clear direction here for the Hillcats, but no danger either, as it's going to be knocked out for a Tiger throw-in. And it's going to be knocked in and out again for once another Tiger throw-in. Tigers now trying to cross into the middle of the box. Great shot opportunity from the Tigers, and nearly gets it in, a good chip into the goal. It's going to barely go over, and Hillcats going to get a goal kick here.
Well done by the Tigers there. Obviously, Porter getting on the end of that. Just can't get the right shot off, but great play there by the Tigers.
And it nearly did work, too. And I think it would have even been more impressive if that shot had gone in, because it was pretty close there.
It was very good build-up, very good from the front three to lay it off to one of their midfielders to have a go at it.
Hillcats now playing amongst their back line. They really have not gotten out of that back third in quite a while here. Tigers finally get some good possession. Great shot there by Tracy Smith from outside the box, leads to a save from Butts and a Hillcats ball. Great job there by Smith.
Smith there, known to have a pretty decent shot from outside the box. You know, just has a crack at it, and you know, Butts does well to intercept the shot, and you know, but great opportunity there for the Tigers.
Hillcats now with possession around midfield. A long cross. It's going to go slightly to the right and end with a Tiger throw in here. Not quite what the Hillcats wanted there, but Tigers will go the other way. Tigers taking their time, getting clear possession. Continue to be tossed around. It's going to be another throw in for the Tigers. Hillcats got a good interception here, and Smith tries to put pressure, but can't quite get past the defender. Great job from the Hillcats there, number 29, Anna Hibbard, working her way around. Hillcats now in the corner, trying to get a good cross off. She's not going to quite get it off.
Yeah, Phil,
will
you
be
got
knocked out for a Hillcats corner here.
Yeah, Phil, you gotta respect Hibbard there. You know, obviously as a center back, you know, she's not really expected to have the best foot skills, but you know, right there she, you know, shimmied all the way through and got her team out of a pretty sticky situation.
Absolutely, demonstrating quite a few good handles, and I think we can pretty easily forget that those defenders out there have been playing soccer since they were 7 as well, and can probably juggle just as good as any of them. They just don't get the opportunity to show it off very often.
Of course, yeah.
You would know that.
Yeah. I mean, when your main responsibility is to defend, you don't always get the chance to dribble at people.
A great corner shot from the Hillcats. It's going to lead to a good opportunity. Nearly made a connection there on the other side of the goal from Rogers State. And a near miss is going to be relief for the Tigers as Hapgood finally has her hands on the ball here. Hapgood once again taking her time. Tigers in no rush to force this game to play any faster than it needs to here. Going to push her teammates upfield. Tigers now crossing into midfield. Can't quite keep possession. Hillcats are going to try and go the other way. It's Rogers State now in the corner of the box. Good cross into the middle is going to be blocked by the Tigers. Shot's going to go slightly far to the left, out of bounds for a Hillcat corner here.
Yeah, Phil, and we've seen that, over the last 5 minutes, we saw the Tigers really push onto the Hillcat defense and defensive third. But now we're seeing the Hillcats, reverse roles a little bit and really put the Tigers under some serious pressure here.
And I feel like we've seen that time and again this game. Whatever one team does, the other team goes and does it right back. Really goes to show how similar these two teams play. As a little scuffle in the middle of the box is going to lead to Rogers State with a good shot opportunity, and they're going to get a good shot over. I think it's going to be called offsides, however, by the goalkeeper. Thankfully, the Tigers are not going to go down one at the end of this half just yet.
Yeah, obviously the Hillcats there just causing chaos in the box. Obviously a few of their attackers a few steps behind the Tiger back line. Fortunately for the Tigers, that one will not count as it is offsides.
Tigers now with the ball in midfield after a close call there. Now trying to work their way through the middle. Getting good handle on possession for the first time in a few minutes here, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds for another throw-in for the Tigers.
Tigers looking to finish off these last 5 minutes in a similar fashion to how they started the second half of the first half, with relentless pressure and putting the Hillcats under and looking for that final goal before halftime.
Absolutely. The Tigers now being patient around the corner of the box with a good shot opportunity. She's going to be held back just a bit, just enough by the Rogers State defenders to keep her from getting a head on the ball. Great job there by the Tigers to find that shot. Just couldn't quite get the reach for it.
Myers there just barely getting on the end of that. Just got pulled down by one of the Rogers State defenders and couldn't get clean contact. But great opportunity for the Tigers.
Rogers State now trying to get across through the middle. Tigers with a good half clearance away. It's not quite all the way though. It's going to be a good shot, but Hapgood's going to be all over it and easily fall onto the ball there. And they're going to go the other way. Just under 4 minutes here left in this half as the Tigers realizing they might need to have a bit of a sense of urgency if they want to score before that clock chimes.
Yeah, Phil, none of these teams really seem to be content with going into halftime 0-0. Both have had pretty clear chances.
Both teams juggling the ball around midair, fighting for possession here. It's Rogers State that will come out, but it's going to be a direct challenge from the Tigers immediately, and Rogers State finally going to get a handle on the ball and dump it back to their goalkeeper, try and work their way up the field.
Rogers State here showing off excellent composure on the ball.
Great defensive pressure there from the Tigers to make a sloppy pass for Rogers State, and Tigers now trying to keep some pressure up. It's going to be a crossed far upfield, out of bounds for a Tiger throw in here.
Phil, even though Rogers State hasn't really gone out and had too many dangerous opportunities, the times in which they have gotten out, it's pretty clear to see that the Tigers are allowing them to do so because not everybody's fully committed to the press maybe. And that just stems from a little bit of miscommunication perhaps on behalf of the Tigers.
And it's important to remember that this Tigers team is young and they haven't played together a lot, so of course miscommunication like that is natural to have this early in the season. Tigers now trying to work their way to the back, keep the ball safe from a Rogers State interception. Now working to the other side of the field. Tigers now taking their time. Bit over 2 minutes left in the game.
English there with a great turn in the midfield, keeping her team some possession.
Tigers now, great opportunity there, getting past the defender from the midfield, and a great cross opportunity from the Tigers is going to go just in front of the defender, and great job by Rogers State to keep Ouachita from getting a foot on that. Rogers State now going for the counterattack. They're going fast, working their way up the field. It's Abby Holland there. My apologies, Bella Holland. It's going to be offsides, and it'll end with a Tiger free kick here.
And you have to respect the dedication there from Coca to get back and really make it hard for the Rogers State attacker to get a good cross off or get a good pass off. That's just the responsibility of the fullbacks in Coach Wright's system. They have to be willing to track back and really, even when the play is way ahead of you, still fight for the ball.
And you hear that announcement there, just under 1 minute left here in this first half. Both teams realizing the urgency needed here, and expect to see some really, really aggressive play here as this half ends out. Neither team wants to go into halftime at deuces. Tigers with a good clearance there, and it's going to go out for another Hill State throw-in, or Hillcat throw-in, my apologies. Hillcats now with a throw-in opportunity. Taking a bit of time off the clock there. And Hillcats going to knock the ball just out of bounds for a Tiger goal kick here with just under 10 seconds left. That will probably be the last bit of action we get to see here today.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Yeah, it looks like
6,
Hapgood
5,
choosing to
4,
just
3,
let the score stand
2,
as it is, and
1,
we'll go 0-0 into halftime.
Absolutely, and there you have it, folks. Into halftime, we have your Ouachita Baptist Tigers 0 against the Rogers State University Hillcats, also at 0. We'll be back in just a little bit here with the second half of soccer. You're watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Batson Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Batson Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Batson Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Batson Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Batson Signs today to see what they can do for you.
study of engineering covers a lot of things. We have several major areas. Mechanical and civil are the two emphasis areas that we're going to have in our general engineering program. If you don't know which one you want to do, you can kind of pick and choose as long as you meet the prerequisites for the courses you want to take. Once you get through with some of the physics and some of the math, then you'll start getting into the engineering fundamentals classes. The general engineering curriculum at Ouachita has been designed to prepare you for not only the engineering workforce, but also enabling you to pass the fundamentals of engineering exam. So what do you do when you get an engineering degree? What happens after you graduate or even in your senior year? Well, one of the things we have tried to work out for you is to talk to firms around the area to give you internships and the experience you need before you graduate. Sometimes those lead to jobs, because if you do a good job for them and you like them and they like you and you've done a good job for them, then you are oftentimes offered a position with the firm. One of the things that I think you will find interesting about coming to Ouachita to get an engineering degree is the fact that we have paid particular attention to the traditions here at Ouachita, being a Christian liberal arts university. The faculty are very qualified in teaching the basic engineering fundamentals and the civil engineering and mechanical engineering classes. We will be glad to sit down and talk to you about the way that we have performed in our careers as engineers from the Christian perspective. And I think that you'll get a lot of that here. If you think you might be interested in coming to Ouachita Baptist to study engineering, we would be glad and we want to sit down with you. It will serve you well as you pursue a career in engineering.
I chose communications and media for my major because in high school I enrolled in a technology class where I started to do video production for the first time, and it turned out to be the most exciting thing I had ever done in high school. So when I came to tour Ouachita, I went to the communications department and discovered that all of the professors here were amazing. It's paid off because since I've been here, they've been able to teach me the ins and outs of a video shoot, a news studio, and a movie set. The most notable class for me that I've taken at Ouachita was the OBU at Sundance class. You actually get to go to the film festival, which Sundance is one of, if not the largest film festival in America. We all got to experience this cultural epicenter together. That was just a really unique experience that I don't think I would be able to get anywhere else. So inside of my major at Ouachita, I've been able to have a really tight-knit community with all of the students, specifically the ones that work on video production. We meet almost every single day and we see each other constantly, and so we've developed friendships that I definitely didn't expect to have. I feel like I can just, call them if I need any of them and they'll be there like that, and I would do the same for them. After Ouachita, my end goal is to be an independent film director in preferably a big city. I've been able to produce films, I've been able to produce shorts, I've been able to write screenplays. I simply feel like I'm prepared for all of the aspects of the filmmaking process. No matter what you want to do in the communications department, whether it's writing, whether it's marketing, whether it's event planning, video broadcasting, news broadcasting, sports journalism, Ouachita is a place that will prepare you for all of those fields and careers. My name is Ryan, and I am a communications and media major at Ouachita.
When we talk about communications and media, we're talking about a wide variety of fields, because communications really relates to anybody, anywhere. And we tackle everything from interpersonal communication, group communication, how to make presentations, to studying mass communications and media. And our students are really interested in going out and being media producers. And one of the first things you have to do is to understand the media before you can adequately and efficiently communicate messages yourself through your job, whatever you choose to do. When you're here your very first semester, you can become involved in the Ouachita Signal, the Ouachitonian Yearbook, the Online Signal, the Photo Lab, visual media production, sports media production. There's a lot of different areas to get involved with. These students publish our printed publications, and they also have a chance for continuing education by attending such events like the Arkansas College Media Convention and the College Media Association Convention in New York City. You don't have to wait in line till your junior or senior year to do hands-on learning. You'll get that experience your very first semester, even if you have no previous experience. We have graduates who are working with television stations, either as an anchor, as a producer, as a videographer. We have students in advertising and public relations firms where they're creating strategic plans for organizations and businesses. Our students learn in the classroom and outside of the classroom through their practical experience, but we also enjoy fellowshipping and becoming close as a family. Faculty often have students over to their house for Christmas parties or spring parties or to celebrate.
And welcome back to sunny Cluck Field, where we're about to watch the second half of your Ouachita Tigers facing off against the Rogers State University Hillcats. My name is Phil Bird, and I will be your play-by-play for this second half here today as we prepare to watch a kickoff here today. In the first half, we saw even play from both teams, neither able to get a goal off in the end. Tigers getting 7 shots, along with Rogers State's 7 shots, 3 of them being on goal compared to 2 on goal for Rogers State. Fouls, however, Rogers State getting into a little bit of trouble there. 6 fouls throughout that whole first half compared to just 1 for the Tigers, as we have play coming off here today. Tigers now with the ball in the middle third, trying to work their way through. Going around the side here, and Rogers State does a good job of knocking the ball out of bounds for another Tiger throw-in. Tigers now going to the corner, and Rogers State knocking the ball right out of bounds for another throw-in here, knocked right out of the corner area, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers rather than a corner. Great job by Rogers State, strategic play there to keep them from an opportunity there. Tigers now with the ball in the corner of the box, and Rogers State with a good interception manages to knock the ball right out of bounds for another throw-in for the Tigers. They're going to try again here. Tigers now launching the ball into the corner of the box. Not quite able to get anything going. And Rogers State's going to kick it out once again for another clearance and throw-in for the Tigers. Tigers not quite able to get anything clear going here yet, but a lot of possession for the Tigers. Tigers with a throw-in here, or my apologies, with the corner, not the throw-in. It looks like it went in right at the edge there. Tiger shot goes up into the box, and it's going to be a good opportunity. It's going to be knocked right past the Tiger offense. Rogers State maintains possession, but it isn't quite able to clear it all the way out. Tigers are going to get the ball back and work their way back to their back line here. Tigers now in the corner. Looks like it's going to be a foul or an offsides, my apologies, called on the Tigers, resulting in a Hillcat free kick once again. Quite a few set pieces for both teams here. Neither getting a lot of clear play time. Both teams going for a lot of counter attacks as well. Rogers now working the ball through their goalkeeper, trying to work it out of the back. Gets a good cross to the midfield, and Rogers now going to be knocked right out of bounds, just barely, and the Tigers going to get an opportunity with a throw in here. It's going to be knocked out again for another throw in for the Tigers. Tigers trying to work their way to the middle past Hillcat defenders. Hillcats managed to get a good interception going and try and get a counter. Tigers with a good pressure is going to knock it out of bounds for a Hillcat throw in here today. Tigers with quite a few players, newer players in the game here now. And Tigers now with a good counterattack opportunity, working their way through the middle, trying to get to the outside of the box. It's a good cross in, but it's going to be easily saved by Calais Butts here for another goal kick from Rogers here. Butts taking her time in the box, allowing a little bit of breathing space for Rogers State. Not quite able to keep possession for long enough. Tigers are going to do a good job of knocking it out of bounds off of Rogers State for a Tiger throw-in once again. Tigers now with the throw-in. They'll work up the side. Rogers State with a good cross or through ball opportunity. It's going to be cleared away quickly by the Tigers. Not quite cleared enough though. And finally the ball will go out of bounds at about the middle third. Rogers will have another throw-in opportunity here. Rogers. They throw the ball in. Working their way through the middle. So one-on-one here. It's going to go slightly to the left. Good shot opportunity there from the Hillcats, but not quite hit well enough, and Hapgood will have an opportunity from the back of the box now. Tigers surveying the field, allowing some organization to build up, and they're going to cross it through the middle. Hard ball there by a Hill State defender is going to lead to the Tigers finally getting possession again. Tigers now working their way up the side. A great defensive play from Rogers keeps an easy attack from the Tigers, and it's going to fall out of bounds for a Tiger throw-in once again. Tigers now trying to work their way up the side. Great turn there by the Tigers, quickly broken up by Rogers State, however, and knock it back out for once again another throw-in. Rogers not giving Washita any types of possession in their own attacking third here, has done a good job of consistently knocking the ball out whenever danger comes, as Washita will get an awry kick that will lead to a Rogers State goal kick here once again. Rogers now taking their time. It's Butts with the ball. It's going to be a far throw. And it'll end with some tough play from Rogers State. Leads to a foul and another Tiger free kick at about midfield. It's the seventh foul of the game so far for Rogers State here. My apologies, the second for the Tigers. Rogers State now trying to work their way up onto the other side. Not quite able to keep possession for very long. It's going to be a handball on Rogers State, and that will lead to a Tiger free kick at their own penalty box. Some tensions flaring as aggressive defense by both teams has left their benches not too happy. Nonetheless, the play will go on, and Tigers will get a free kick here. The ball's going to go up, and Tigers with 50-50 ball there, not quite able to win, and ball's not quite clear who's in possession now. Finally, Tigers get a good grip on it, but not for long. As the pressure from Rogers State is fast and hard, Tigers finally managed to break away, but it's going to be continuous pressure now from Rogers State. Tigers are going to have to try and work their way through it. Good cross through the middle, but quickly cleared away by the Hillcats. Not completely away, though, as Tigers maintain possession. Tigers now, hard sliding tackle from Rogers State. It's going to lead to a free kick from the Tigers about 20 yards outside the box here. Neither team with many offensive opportunities yet this half in the first 10 minutes. Both playing very aggressive, but not many shot opportunities coming out of it. Tigers now Right outside the box. Cross goes into the middle. A great opportunity there from the Tigers. Barely gets their goal on it. And great job by the Tigers to get a goal in through the back defender. They were ready on the rebound, and they found a beautiful shot there. Great job by the Tigers. Beautiful goal from number 9, Reese Brown, forward out of Liberty in Frisco, Texas. Great job by the Tigers to turn the tide here, and we finally have a lead in the game. Tigers 1, Hillcats 0. With just over 36 minutes left to play in this half. Hillcats going for a quick offensive here. Going to the side, trying to equalize what just happened. And they maintain some good possession. Tigers keeping the ball out of serious play, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Tigers. Going to go out of the back off of a Rogers State defender. Tigers now with possession. They're going to push their defenders forward and give the goalkeeper some space. She's going to kick it far. Good 50-50 ball from the Tigers. And neither can get some clear possession here. Good opposing tackles from both teams. Rogers State finally comes away with the ball and working their way in the middle, trying to fend off any pressure from the Tigers. Rogers State now with a good through ball out to the side, and she has a good opportunity for a cross now into the box. And great block there by the Tigers, going to lead to another corner kick. My apologies, a throw in from the Hillcats here. Hillcats with an opportunity. Not many long throws here, so assume they'll go for a short one. And they'll go to the corner of the box. Hillcats now. Great open opportunity at the edge of the box. It's going to go slightly to the right. Not quite enough curve on that, and it'll end up with a goal kick for Hapgood and the Tigers. Quite a few substitutes here in this game for the Tigers so far. Nearly their entire bench coming in for at least some time there in that half. Tigers now with the ball. Lots of pressure from the Hillcats leads to a quick throw away from the Tigers, and Hillcats now with possession. Pressure by the Tigers leads to an interception and change in possession. Going to fall out of bounds, and it'll be a Tiger throw in. Tigers now. Good 50-50 ball from the Tigers. However, a little bit of over-aggression there from Dunnigan, and the Tigers get a foul and a free kick for the Hillcats here today. The Hillcats now across into the box. She's in the corner. There's a numbers disadvantage. Hillcats now. And it'll be knocked out of bounds off of the Tigers for a Hillcat throw-in. Hillcats with another short throw-in. And they're trying to get a good cross into the middle. They succeed, but it's going to go far over the face of the goalkeeper. And Tigers trying to play aggressive. They get a good interception here, and it'll be knocked out of bounds for another Hillcat throw-in. This time on the other side of the field. Another team playing with much urgency here as we near the 30-minute mark. 30 minutes left mark in this half. And it'll be, once again, a foul on the Tigers for Rogers State. Corner right outside of the box, about 5 yards. Great opportunity here for the Hillcats. It's going to cross into the box. They're one of their best scoring chances yet here. See. Hillcats. And the ball goes up. It's crossed in the corner of the box. Great job of the Hillcats maintaining possession, but can't quite get a full control of the ball. It's going to be knocked out off the Hillcats for a Tiger goal kick here from Taylor Hapgood. High pressure from the Hillcats here. Now finally pushing back as the Tigers continue to push back as well. .50-50 ball from won by the Hillcats, and they'll try and make a counter. Tough play upfield from the Hillcats will lead to another tough foul from the Tigers, and maybe another free kick for the Hillcats about 30 yards outside of their own box this time. And like I said, neither team giving the other any free chances here. Some tough play from both sides consistently throughout this game. And it's shown in the continuous stoppages of play and set pieces here today. Great cross into the box from the Hillcats. Easily obtained, however, by Hapgood, and she can pretty easily get her hands on it and head the other way. Tigers now, the crossover. Can't quite win the 50-50 ball, but it's not quite done yet. Tigers now, midfield, trying to maintain possession. And they can't quite do it yet. Tough collision from the Tigers. Leads to a Hillcat free kick here. They're going to take it really quickly and try and get an advantage here. Going down to the middle, cross into the middle. And a great job by the Tigers to keep any danger out from in front of goal here. Tigers now trying to go around the side. They don't have any advantages, but they certainly have some speed and spacing going on. Tigers now trying to cross into the middle of the box. It's going to be slightly off hit, and easy cleanup for Butts there for Rogers State. Rogers State waving, Butts waving her defenders forward. It's going to be kicked into midfield, and neither team really getting some clear possession. It looks like we're going to see another foul for the Hillcats. Call it number 16, Kinsey Macklin. And we'll see a Tiger free kick here. Tigers now. Quite slow play. No real advantage to either team other than the one goal this half so far. We crossed around to the middle. Tigers now. The good opportunity right outside their own box. Hill State quickly intercepts and tries to go the other way. The counterattack is fast. It's going to be a hard pull there from the Tigers. It's going to lead to a yellow card for number 26, Ava Dunnigan, out there. Tough yellow card there for the Tigers will lead to a good free kick from midfield for the Hillcats. It's going to go right to the corner of the box. It's going to be half cleared away. Tigers win the 50-50 ball. They try to go the other way. And dump the ball back, and they're going to try and beat the press. They can't quite yet. Hillcats get a hold of the ball and try and park the bus. Great turn there from the Hillcats. And not quite knocked out yet. It's going to be knocked out. Apologies, looks like it's going to be a foul on the Tigers. That'll actually lead to a free kick for the Hillcats. Tigers clearly not happy about that, but play will continue. It's going to be knocked right into the hands of butts for Rogers State here. Tigers getting some substitutions ready as the fatigue clearly weighing on players out there in the hot summer Arkadelphia heat here today. Hillcats with a wide open field ahead of them, trying to get some room, but going to be knocked out quickly by the Tigers, and our subs will come on. Tigers bringing in 4 subs here. Number 24, Maddie Vanna will bring in number 33, Patience English, along with Bella Davis and Tracy Smith to round out the substitutions for the Tigers. Hillcats also making substitutions to try to replenish some energy here at about the midway point, or nearing the midway point of this half. Tigers now with possession. My apologies, Hillcats with possession with a throw-in. It's going to be Megd. She maintains possession, and hard hit from the Hillcats. Tracy Smith will fall to the ground, but nonetheless it will be a Hillcat corner here. Quick corner here as the Hillcats prepare to make their runs. They're crowded on the back post here. Tigers, meanwhile, blocking visibility. Hillcats get the ball in and through, and it's a great opportunity there for the Hillcats, which leads to an offsides, my apologies, and a goal kick for the Tigers. Barely knocked off to the right. And instead we will see a goal kick from the Tigers. Tigers now with possession. Long ball into the middle of the field. 50-50 ball directed behind her. Tracy Smith will maintain possession, but it'll be knocked quite right out. And a goal kick for, my apologies, a throw-in for Rogers State here. Rogers State now. A handball there from the Tigers will lead to a Rogers State free kick here around midfield. Hillcats now with possession and a free kick. Tigers crowding the edge of the box. The kick goes up. It's going to be slightly under hit. And Tigers keep any real danger from coming at it. The danger's not completely cleared. Hillcats maintain possession, but the Tigers continue to get interceptions there. And they're going to clear it away quickly and far. Finally, Hillcats will have possession in the middle third here. Tigers with a good clear away, but we knocked off the feet of the Rogers State defenders, and the Tigers will get a throw in at about the attacking third of the field. Coming onto the field for the Tigers, number 29, Maddie Banker, freshman out of Cypress, Texas. Tigers now with the throw in. They're going to try and work their way through the middle. It's going to be called a foul, I believe, on Rogers State here.
Hey, switch on here!
Tigers with an opportunity now. Just a few yards outside the box.
Hey, we don't need two in the wall down. Don't need two in the wall down.
Tigers slowing down and allowing the pace of the game to come to them. No real quick pace from either team here. The Tigers, ball goes up. It's crossed into the middle of the box, far over any defender, and it'll end up with a goal kick for Rogers State here today. And now we'll see some substitutions as coming in for the Tigers, 22, Carly Kaiser. Coming Some more substitutions coming on for Rogers State as well. Tigers now, or Rogers State now with possession, my apologies. Taking it slow, working their way from the back. Bringing on an attack from the Tigers. Knocked to the side. Rogers State with possession. Tigers keeping it for long, but Rogers State now with the throw in. Taking their time. Tigers with a good interception, and now Tiger possession. Tigers going all the way to the other side of the field, trying to work their way through the middle. Quick pressure from the Rogers State defense, and a near tip ball leads to pandemonium for the Tigers, and finally they get the ball out of bounds as Rogers State now has an opportunity to throw in at midfield. They get the throw in off. Rogers State maintaining some possession. Some clean, crisp plays from the Hillcats. They get a good cross through to midfield, and it's a beautiful run from the Hillcats, but it won't quite be enough, and it'll be called offsides here for a Tiger free kick in the penalty box. Tigers now with a goal kick. Playing slow. Tigers with the long ball through the middle. Continuing going to the Tigers' third, but Hillcats maintain possession. And Hillcats knock it out of bounds. Off the Tigers, my apologies. Hillcats with the throw in, working their way around the middle. On the side, my apologies. Trying to get to the corner of the box. They got a good opportunity for a cross in, but couldn't quite get it. We knocked over the top of the goal for a Tiger goal kick here. Tigers now with some substitutions coming in. We see number 32, Bree Lilly, coming back in, and accompanying her, Rayleigh Pope, coming in for the first time here today. Freshman out of McKinney, Texas. And looks like now we're going for a water break here for both teams. And as we go to a water break, we will also take a break. Currently your score is your Ouachita Baptist Tigers 1 to Rogers State University Hillcats 0. You're watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network on Taylor King Law.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And welcome back to the the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, where you're watching your Ouachita Baptist Tigers take on the Rogers State University Hillcats. Currently your score sits at the Tigers 1, the Hillcats 0, with about just over 20 minutes left here in the second half, coming back from the water break. Neither team with much possession, much stable possession here at least. So far into this half, Tigers scoring very quickly out of the gate, but then quickly slowing down, and neither team able to make much happen for them. Following that, currently your Tigers have 8 shots, while the Rogers State Hillcats sit with 12, despite your current goal score differential here. Tigers now with the ball, Hapgood with a goal kick, trying to work her way out of the back. And the ball goes up. Tigers maintaining possession. New energy coming out of the break, and sliding tackle from the Hillcats leads to a foul and a Tiger free kick at about the third line on the field. Tigers now.
Shelby, go with her.
The free kick opportunity.
Mac, other side of her. Brave. Yeah, hold right leg to you after she hits it.
Both teams trying to make their way in the box. The ball goes up. Good interception by the Hillcats. Not quite cleared away but the Tigers would knock the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a Hillcat throw in here. Tigers, or Hillcats, my apologies now. Tigers with a good 50-50 ball. Hillcats now pushing forward. Ball staying in the air for long periods of time now. Neither team able to maintain clear possession. Tigers finally get the ball. Smith now trying to work her way around the defenders. Quick pressure from the Hillcats forces Smith to make a quick drop off, and now Hillcats finally get a good tackle and interception off, and the ball's going the other way. Good job from Kaiser and the Tigers to push the ball, intercept the ball and push it towards the middle. 50-50 ball there, and the Tigers finally come away with it. Tigers now with a good opportunity and possession, trying to push their way up. Hillcats managed to stop the attack and knock the ball out of bounds for a Tiger throw in. And Tigers will now make a substitution. Coming in number 2, Sela Havens, a junior defender and transfer out of Trinity College. Coming out, we see Emery Thomas, who has played the majority of the game here today and been quite an asset as far as defensive aggressiveness and efficiency comes for the Tigers. Tigers now with the ball, trying to push their way through the back line. It's going to be knocked out, looks like, by Rogers State for Tiger throw in, my apologies, right near the corner. Tigers managed to get the ball in, but it's bounced around and quickly cleared away by the Hillcats. Tigers finally get possession back, and not for long though. Hillcats get a quick counter going and have a good opportunity here if she can beat her defender. And they can't quite get it. Tigers with a great tackle here, and it'll be knocked out of bounds for a Tiger throw in here. Tigers throw the ball up to Tracy Smith, trying to work her way through midfield. Her quick, aggressive, and agile build allows for that. Tigers maintaining possession. Not for very long, though, as Hillcats are going to knock the ball out of bounds quickly, and it'll be a Tiger throw in right around the corner.
Right there, Gianna, right there.
Tigers now with the ball. It'll be knocked out once again. This time we're going to see, once again, another Tiger throw in, I believe. Once again, they'll go short. And quite congested in the corner here as both Tiger and Hillcat defenders put pressure on the ball. Tigers working around the middle of the box. They can't quite get a good shot off. Great opportunity here for Smith to get a good shot, but can't quite get enough power behind it. And Butts will very easily pick it up and head the other way with it. Hillcats now with the possession. It's a long ball through the midfield. Neither team gets a 50-50 ball, but Hillcats end up with possession. Hillcats now trying to work their way around the middle. They have a wide open woman, but can't quite maintain possession and will be knocked out for a throw-in for the Tigers. Tigers now working their way around their own backfield. Now, Hillcats maintaining possession. Tigers get a quick interception, but can't quite hold it. Hillcats try to get a shot off. Can't. Gone a little bit awry. It's going to go far to the right. And the Tigers will have an opportunity here for a goal kick. Tigers now with possession. Tigers now with possession. Here we go, long ball through the middle. Can't keep the ball for very long. Hillcats will get possession back, but Tigers will quickly clear it out of bounds for a Hillcat throw-in. Just under 15 minutes left here in the first half, as neither team seems to quite be able to get an advantage out here. Both teams at a deadlock here. It's going to be knocked out of bounds for a Tiger goal kick once again, and Tigers will slow down the pace. Hapgood now taking your time. And 50-50 ball in midfield doesn't go either way, but Tigers finally get possession back. And Smith with the ball now, working her way around the edge. Good tackle from the Hillcats, knocks the ball out of bounds for a Tiger throw in here. Tigers trying to throw the ball in. Hillcats with a quick clear away, but not quite all the way. Hillcats now knocking the ball around the air. Tigers finally maintain possession and they get the ball in the corner. It's Smith with the cross in. And no runner ready to get the ball, and Hillcats get a good clearance away. Tigers now. Ball all over the air here, but not quite enough on the ground. Finally, Butts manages to get her hands on the ball, and it'll go the other way. Some substitutions getting ready for the Tigers as the last 10 minutes of this game creep up. Hillcats now trying to make a quick run. Can't quite make it. It'll be knocked out of bounds. And we'll finally see some substitutions here for the Tigers. Coming in, we see number 19, Lennon Porter. And number 9, Reese Brown. Number 6, Olivia Erskine. And then finally, also coming in, we see number... another substitution coming in as well. I believe that number 11, McKenna Wright, coming in. Tigers now trying to go the other way. They have an opportunity. Wide open field ahead of her. And will be a foul. Addie Banker will be knocked down. It'll be a Tiger free kick right outside the penalty box. Tigers now with a free kick opportunity. The set piece will go up. It'll be short. And Tigers now with some good opportunities, but Butts will quickly fall on top of the ball and have an opportunity to go the other way. Long ball through to the middle. And we tipped by Rogers State. And the Tigers get possession back and knock it out, giving them time to reorganize here. Substitutions coming in for the Hillcats now. as we creep up on the final 10 minutes of this game here today. And Rogers State players slowly making their way off the field from the substitutions. Only 11 minutes left here. Rogers State with the throw-in. And a team able to maintain possession for very long. Finally a good crossover into the box. Tigers get a good interception off and can't quite last for very long as Hillcats finally have possession again on the corner of the box. Going to be knocked slightly to the right of the goal, and we'll see a quick sub from the Tigers coming on. Number 16, Emery Thomas, and number 18, Isabella Savater, both starters coming back into the game here late to finish off after a short breather. And now Tigers, Hapgood with the ball. She'll work her way around to the side, trying to go through the middle now. Yeah. Anger from the Rogers State bench here as they thought that was a handball on the Tigers, but Rogers State now with a good interception, and they're going the other way, trying to work their way through the middle. She has some space in front of her. She can't quite get it open. Tigers now with a good interception in the box. They won't quite clear it away, choosing instead to keep the ball on the ground and work their way through. Tigers now trying to go around the side. Nearly perfect turn from Maddie Banker there, but can't quite get it in the end, and she'll be knocked to the ground from the Rogers State defenders for another free kick for the Tigers at about midfield. Tigers now with possession. They'll cross into the middle of the box. Tigers can't quite keep. They'll finally get to it. Now working around the outside of the box. Rogers State finally gets possession back, going the other way now with the quick counter. Hillcats quickly working their way around the edge. It's a one-man show here. And finally, the ball will be knocked out from the Tigers, and Rogers State will have a free kick or a corner kick opportunity here. Quite the corner kick advantage here from the Hillcats. They sit with 8 here on the game compared to the Tigers 3. Apologies. We'll cross it around in the middle, and it'll be a great shot opportunity from the Hillcats. Hapgood will reach across her body, and they just cannot quite make it to it, and the Hillcats will finally get a goal off. And we will be equalized here at 1 in the final 10 minutes of this game here today. Right here, arguing with the referee that was an offsides. Very furious that wasn't called that way. Either way, we will now see a quick goal from the Hillcats and an equalized game here. A completely different ball game than we've seen from the last 40 minutes. Finally, we are equal again at Cluck Field here today. Hillcats struggling with some injury in the box and waiting for some substitutions, but hopefully appears to be some possibly a bloody nose from the Hillcat defender, but hopefully nothing else, nothing more pressing or concerning. We'll see some substitutions also for the Hillcats. Coach Wright still evidently and angrily arguing with the referees over the resolution of that goal, and he is not giving up here. He is very, very angry with the referees over this. And that's the passion that you want to have. If there's a coach arguing, I want Coach Wright arguing for my team here today. And clear frustration and neither side coming to a resolution. The referee quickly decides to walk away before it gets any worse here today.
Hey, when we send it to you, like, I bet I don't get a reply. I bet it just goes ghost, right? Hey, come on, Navy, come on, come on, bro.
Bit of chirping from both right and referee here. And now we'll see Tigers with the ball trying to go around the other way. Great shot opportunity from the Tigers. It's going to go wide into the left, only slightly, but a beautiful shot selection there from the Tigers right outside the box. And they nearly get an advantage again right away. Looks like we're going to see a substitution here for the Tigers again. Number 15, Kaylee McKinley, coming in for number 29, Maddie Banker here today. And Butts now for a free kick. Goal kick, my apologies. Looks like instead we'll see a Rogers State defender take that. Rogers State now with possession. Tigers quickly trying to put pressure on the back line. Very different game than what we've been seeing recently, and Tigers finally get a good tackle off. Tigers now trying to work their way around the side. Very different style of play here from the defending GAC champs. It'll be knocked out of bounds for a Tiger throw in here, I believe.
Organize!
And the Tigers now with an opportunity. It'll be knocked into the corner of the box. Good cross into the middle. It'll be barely tossed by Butson. Great shot opportunity from the Tigers. It'll only go slightly high. And we'll go the other way for Rogers State. Rogers State now with some substitutions. Looks like we're going to see Hannah Schultze come back in for the Hillcats after possible bloody nose earlier. She seems to be doing just fine now, thank the Lord. And now Tigers trying to go the other way, or Hillcats trying to go the other way. Knocked quickly out of bounds by the Tigers. Hillcats now with a throw-in. And Tigers try to get possession there, can't quite get it. Neither team with a clear advantage. And looks like it's going to be a foul in some way on Rogers State here for a Tiger free kick. Tigers trying to go around the side. Now up to the middle, they have a numbers advantage. Tigers now not able to maintain hard possession, and Rogers State knocks the ball out of bounds for a Tiger throw-in. And the Tigers quickly throw it in, and it's knocked out very quickly again. This time off the Tiger defender. And we'll see some substitutions for Rogers State as they prepare to make a throw-in. Just over 5 minutes left in this one. What was a lead that lasted nearly 40 minutes in this half was quickly discarded, and now we've been even and seen a very different ball game this last 10 minutes here. Hillcats now with possession. Tigers doing a good job not letting them get past midfield. They clear the ball back, and Hillcats will have another throw-in. They're taking their time. Seems from the pace at which they're moving, the Hillcats may not be the maddest with a draw here today. Tigers quickly moving. Hillcats now finally showing some urgency. And Tigers with a quick interception. Tigers now with a good opportunity. They managed to get the ball around the corner, and Tigers with a corner kick now and a beautiful opportunity. Tigers now with a corner kick opportunity. Taking their time on the free kick, just under 5 minutes. And they'll make the kick.
Get out! Get out!
Tigers, no clear possession in the box. Ball's being knocked in the air. Tigers finally get possession back. Can they maintain it? Ball gets knocked out finally by the Tigers, and it looks like it'll be a goal kick from.
Hey, Brooks, hey, that has to be better. Hey, instead of.
Looks like it will have a goal kick from the Hillcats here today. Some substitutions for the Hillcats as well. And finally, play will be resumed. Tigers now, or Hillcats. Hillcats now trying to do a quick attack up along the side. The whole team running the length of the field here. Tigers finally with a good interception. Hillcats finally get the ball back, but not for long. The ball goes far into the left, and Tigers have an opportunity at a goal kick. Just over 3 minutes, just over 3.5 minutes left in this game. It looks like this one will come down to just complete urgency and chaos at the end here. Hopefully the Tigers can hone it in. Now with the cross. Tigers now with possession and a good open field ahead of them. Rogers State with a quick interception and knock out of bounds, and Tigers will see a substitution. Number 26, Ava Donegan, will come in. Coming out, we'll see the freshman Kaylee McKinley. Tigers now with possession. They do the throw in. Trying to work her way through two defenders. Tigers finally get a good through ball. Good vision there from the Tigers, just not quite the execution they needed. And now we'll see another throw in.
Hey, pass her off, Brooke!
Tigers, they can't quite keep the ball inbounds, and it'll be knocked out from a Rogers State defender again. And looks like we'll see the same thing happen once again. And another throw in for the Tigers. Rogers State certainly not playing with very much urgency here in these final few minutes. Tigers finally get possession of the ball for a little bit.
Well done.
And Rogers State knocks it right back out quickly for another Tiger throw in here. Tigers can't keep possession for very long again. And the same routine that we've seen over and over again. Tigers throw it in, and Rogers quickly knocks the ball out of bounds from the side. Finally, we'll see something different happen, and the Tigers will get a corner kick. Tigers now. Just over a minute left in this game. And the Tigers with another free corner kick opportunity. The corner goes up and through to the middle. It's cleared away quickly by Rogers State. Tigers now with the ball. Rogers State very congested in the corner. Tigers quickly knock the ball out of bounds, and Rogers State now with an opportunity to go the other way. Just under a minute left here in this game.
1 minute remaining.
And quick foul there from Rogers State will lead to another Tiger free kick at about the third of the field. Tigers now with maybe one more good opportunity, possibly more if they're lucky, to get the ball into the goal. All players clearly marked here today as it's going to be some one-on-ones to end this matchup. It looks like a great run there by the Tigers, but it'll quickly be intercepted by Butts. She'll try and go the other way. They only have about 20 seconds to go the full length of the field between any defenders. Rogers State maintains possession. They're having a good opportunity here. This could come down to the wire here. Not very much time left as Rogers State gets a good shot off, but Hapgood will quickly fall on it.
0.
And there you have it, folks. Your final results are your Ouachita Baptist Tigers with 1 and Rogers State University Hillcats also with 1. We will end in a draw today, folks. That will conclude today's production on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is sponsored by Taylor King Law.
Ouachita is on the road for the next 3 matches. Next up is this Saturday, September 13th in Memphis, Tennessee against Christian Brothers.